Namaste, and welcome to this celebration that we've titled The Magic of Rotary Collaboration, a celebration with our partners in service. Let me introduce myself. I'm past District Governor Sandra Hempstead, and I'm a proud member of the Rotary Club of Bonita Beach Sunset in District 6960, Florida, USA. I welcome each of you to this celebration with gratitude for your support and your partnership. On a visit to Nepal, I learned of a father who carried his 22-year-old son on his back, walking in the Himalayan mountains for 5 days, only to arrive at the hospital and learn that there was no CT scan facility to fully diagnose his condition, leaving him without timely and accurate care that he needed. Today, we're celebrating a remarkable achievement, not only for his family, but for all the people of Nepal, with the installation of a new CT scan facility at Shir Memorial Adventist Hospital. This milestone marks a significant leap forward, enhancing healthcare services in the region, ensuring improved access to advanced medical diagnostics and care. Now, we're privileged today to have many leaders from around the world and from several partner organizations with us. I want to welcome each and every one of you. You will be hearing from many of our partners during this celebration. We do have a special guest with us today. We're privileged to have the 24-25 Rotary International President and our current trustee, Stephanie Urchik, with us today to provide our opening comments. Stephanie has been a Rotarian since 1991, and she's enjoyed numerous leadership roles, including being on the board of directors for Rotary. She's a trustee, and she's been a chair of key committees such as the Strategic Planning and Foundation's Centennial Celebration Committee. Stephanie has participated in many service projects across the globe, from immunization campaigns for polio in Nigeria and India, to education and health initiatives in Vietnam, Poland, and the Dominican Republic. And she played a key role in revitalizing Rotary in the post-communist Poland and continues to help clubs in the US partner with those in Albania, Kosovo, and Ukraine. Stephanie has a doctorate in leadership studies and a professional background in higher education, consulting, and entertainment. Stephanie champions Rotary's power to unite people of action, and she believes strongly that when Rotarians work together across regions and cultures, they strengthen the organization's ability to deliver impactful service, promote global understanding, and advance peace worldwide. Stephanie, my friend, you bring us Rotary spirit wherever you go. Thank you very much for opening this celebration with your thoughts today. Welcome.
Thank you, Sandra, and hello, dear family of Rotary. It is an honor and a privilege for me to be participating today as we celebrate this fantastic collaboration that really does point to the magic that Rotary has when we collaborate and partner. Today, I'm here representing the Rotary Foundation, which of course is where our global grant program exists. I just want to spend a minute and touch on what exactly is the Rotary Foundation for those of you who are not Rotarians on the call. The foundation is Rotary's private charity. It is an organization to which we donate, and then the funds are held for us. And any Rotarian around the world, any club around the world, district, is able to access those funds to carry out doing good in the world. And that's exactly what has happened in this case. So our foundation is our charity to use. Something that's built into global grants that didn't always exist is the concept of sustainability, When I joined Rotary all those years ago, we had something called matching grants, which were similar, but they were smaller, could be smaller in size, and they really allowed any club to access funds to do something good in another area. Many of those opportunities involved providing clean water in the case of, providing a well. But the problem was that without sustainability, there were many times when those wells would go dry. And maybe 10 years after the well had been installed, a relative of the club or a member of the club would be in that vicinity, and they'd see a big sign that said this well was provided by the Rotary Foundation, yet there was nothing there. So the community no longer had that access, and it just wasn't functional. Several years ago, when we went through the process of something called Future Vision, we looked at our grant making process and decided that it really was important for us to add the concept of sustainability. What that means is, will the grant project go on once Rotary leaves? And that's what is built into all of our grants now, and has made them stronger and has created a bigger impact. When we think about the work of global grants and the Rotary Foundation, one of the questions is, where does that fall in our action plan? Well, there are 4 priorities in our plan, and the 2 that speak the most to this idea of the Rotary Foundation and global grants are the one that talks about increasing our impact and enhancing engagement of Rotarians. Diversifying and expanding our reach is important and can be a part of this, as well as innovation and collaboration and reaching out and doing things differently. But those first 2 are really, really significant and important for all of us as we look to how our action plan and the Rotary Foundation work together. Increasing our impact is about measurement. Measurement means we look at what was the situation before the Rotary grants happened. And now that they've been there and they've been installed and they've been implemented, what's happened? What are the stats showing now? Are more babies being born? Are more people being saved? Are more people having access to education? So measurement is extremely important because it helps us tell our story. And our story is what attracts not only other members, but wonderful partners like those who are on the call today. It was Helen Keller who years ago said, by myself, I can do some great things, but when I work with others, we can maximize that and really, really increase our impact and do fabulous things. And that's exactly what happens when Rotary partners with organizations to carry out our global grants. We bring to the table our skills and talents and resources, and organizations bring to the table their skills and talents and resources. And together, we can create that magic that provides for people who need us most. This project in Nepal is a perfect example of how last year's theme, The Magic of Rotary, and this year's theme, Unite for Good, come together. Because as we collaborate, we are creating magic for those people who will have an opportunity to benefit by this CT scanning machine that's now in place, and improve the lives and health of people in Nepal. Thank you so much for inviting me to participate. I'm looking forward to hearing more from the partners who are on the call. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. And now moving on, I'd like to invite my primary partner for this global grant, Bandhu Rajan, to speak. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh, I can't see the slides. Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks. So a bit of a background on this is that the grant was to provide a CT scan machine for Shir Memorial Adventist Hospital. And the overall budget was about $460,000 US dollars. So we had to do the CT scan. We had to buy the different other equipment also, like the generator and so on. So yeah, next please. So this is the actual budget, high level budget that I was talking about. So most of it, of the budget, we went into the CT scanner and the others there. We managed to do nearly about the budget. It went a little bit more, but this is because of the exchange rate between what was originally planned and then when we actually got the money. So the increase is due to the exchange rate figures, and we did the equivalent figures here because the purchase and was done in Nepalese rupees. Next.
And I am really excited that Bandhu is the one that gets to deal with the funding and the exchange rates, because that's certainly not one of my strengths. And I appreciate that, Bandhu. We had several sources of funding that were exceptional. And I think by putting it together in this view, you can really see the power of collaboration. We had really half of our budget being collaboration with other partners that are not in Rotary. And then we, of course, had a number of Rotary partners and matching from the World Fund, which is our Rotary Foundation. So thank you, and thank you for changing the slide, Carolyn, for me. Our Rotary partners, I want to give a great big thank you to the participation from the districts in Florida and in Georgia, which are in Zone 34. Truly, truly appreciate. This happens in many projects, but very, very appreciated. And then the clubs that we've had sharing as donors. The Rotary Club in Copendal, which is the primary partner club, was an exceptional club to work with, not only with funding, but also the strength of the experience of the Rotarians in that club. I really, truly appreciate it. Rotary Club of Bonita Beach Sunset, of course, is my own club, and I truly appreciate the support of my own club in this particular grant. And I want to call out also the Rotary Club of Cavre Benepa. That is the local club in the area of the hospital. And we chose to partner primary with the Rotary Club of Copendal because there are so many hospital employees that are in the Rotary Club of Cavre Benepa that we felt it would be better to avoid any conflict of interest appearance with the Rotary Foundation. So that club has provided financial support, but also there are many, many leaders, and you'll see throughout this presentation, many leaders in Rotary that are also leaders in the hospital, the benefiting hospital. And thank you to our folks in Colorado and Littleton and in Salt Lake City. We've had a great deal of support from the Rocky Mountain area and out west. And the Rotary Club of Miami Airport has been exceptional as well, helping us with some key strategies as we've moved along. And I do want to say that when we held the project team meetings, many of our donors have been participating in those project team meetings as well. Next slide, Carolyn. And our Advent Health donors, we've had Advent Health in the Rocky Mountain region, Advent Health in Florida working together. And then the President's Council, which I know I'm not going to describe this very well, and I apologize ahead of time, but this is the Council of Advent Health Presidents around the country who each year decide on a particular project that they will donate to. And this year it was the CT scan project at Shir Memorial Adventist Hospital in Nepal. Advent Health International has been a strategic partner as well. And with the Winifred Stevens Foundation, which I believe is tied a bit to the Advent Health International Foundation. And then finally, our Washington Nepal Health Foundation, which is has supported the hospital in the past and other projects, and was a great support for us in this CT scan project. So next slide, Carolyn. And now I'd invite Monty Jacobs, the Executive Director of Advent Health Global Missions, to share some words.
Thank you, Sandra. Good evening, everyone, and to our friends and partners in Nepal, and good morning to our friends in the United States. On behalf of Advent Health, it's my distinct honor and privilege to share in this joyful celebration with the magic of Rotary collaboration, which has resulted in the successful installation of a new CT scanner at Shir Memorial Adventist Hospital in Banapa, Nepal. I also bring greetings on behalf of Mr. Brett Spence and Mr. Greg Hodgson, two leaders at Advent Health who are not able to join this celebration today and have supported this project from the beginning and have been critical for the success. I also want to acknowledge Ruth Bowling and Courtney Haas, who work with Advent Health and are with us here today. They've been instrumental to this project as well from our side. Advent Health is a large U.S. healthcare system, and we've been involved in healthcare in Nepal for almost 20 years, working with Shir Memorial Adventist Hospital. Our participation in this project is a result of our commitment to building a long-term relationship with Nepal and with Shir Memorial specifically. Today marks far more than the arrival of a powerful piece of medical technology. It marks the culmination of vision, collaboration, and a shared mission to extend the healing ministry of Christ to communities in need. This scanner will serve as a critical diagnostic tool, helping caregivers provide timely, accurate care to thousands of patients throughout this region. It will truly be a lifeline, not just in the most critical moments, but for the everyday health needs of countless families. This achievement was not possible without extraordinary collaboration and partnership. First, I want to recognize the leadership of Dr. Hector Galleras, the CEO at Shir Memorial, and the rest of the leadership team there at the hospital. This day may seem like a dream come true, but without your unwavering dedication and tireless hard work, this dream would have remained just a dream. You've been an awesome partner in this project. I also want to express our deep appreciation to Rotary International and the large number of Rotary clubs from around the world that have supported this project. Your humanitarian work is inspiring, and we're honored to work with you on this project. We're also deeply appreciative of the work of Adventist Health International, Loma Linda University, the Winifred Stevens Foundation, the Washington Nepal Health Foundation, and every individual and organization who contributed time, talent, and resources to bring this project to life. Each of you is a testament to what's possible when compassion and commitment come together across borders. At Advent Health, we believe in whole person care, healing the body, easing the mind, restoring the spirit. That belief is alive and well at Shir Memorial. We are humbled and grateful to support your continued growth and service to this community. Let's let this milestone event serve as a symbol of hope and a reminder that when we stand together, we can bring light and healing to places where it's needed most. May this CT scanner be used with wisdom, compassion, and a spirit of service that honors every patient who walks through your doors. Congratulations to everyone involved. May this just be one of many shared successes as we continue working together to advance health and healing around the world. Thank you, and God bless you all. And now we have a video to share with you.
We are here at Sheer Memorial Adventist Hospital. This is a community of hundreds of thousands of people that need access to healthcare. And our mission is to extend Christ's healing ministry.
So our mission here is long-term to really help the hospital to become self-sufficient, to build up that sustainability. So one of the high priorities for the last few years has been a CT scan.
This is something that the hospital has dreamed about, and 2 or 3 years ago with some connections in Rotary, really got other partners engaged in the process to raise over $600,000 for a CT, for the generator, for all of the infrastructure around it.
The beauty of this project was it was a very collaborative event because we feel like it's an essential next step for Sheer Memorial Adventist Hospital to be able to diagnose and treat the many patients of this community in Manila.
This CT machine is going to impact not only the hospital, but the greater community, the municipality, and even the district.
This is actually adding to the lives of people. So I feel this is very noble.
To those who have contributed to this project, our hearts are filled with overwhelming gratitude and appreciation for your generosity. This machine will not only impact lives, will not only save lives, but it will, more importantly, touch lives with the love of Jesus that is the ultimate healer in this hospital.
Namaste and a very warm greetings from Sheer Memorial Adventist Hospital and from Nepal. I want to thank each one of you for joining this celebration. I'm Dr. Angela Vasneth. I'm the Chief Medical Officer at the hospital and I'm specialized in internal medicine. I'll be talking about some of the impacts that the CT scan machine has made in the service that we provide at SMH at Sheer Memorial Adventist Hospital. Can you go to the next slide, please? Thank you. So if you look at the impact, it will impact almost all of the current clinical services that we have. And in the next slide, we'll see that the services that we have are medical services. In internal medicine, especially, it has made a huge impact as so many cases that we are treating here have not been diagnosed properly due to the lack of CT scan and our inability to refer the patient or the inability of the patient to pay for further scans. So, so many cases that we were treating just as pneumonia now has turned out to be a wide variety of diagnoses that we are receiving after the CT scanner. We have an intensive care unit where the CT scan again comes very handy. The pediatrics, dermato, and psychiatric department have been able to use all these services of the CT scan. And in the next slide, we'll see the surgical services that have been impacted, especially the general surgery. In general surgery, we have urology service. The neurosurgeon always wants to see if the kidneys are working or not. So to be able to see the function of the kidney before going for surgery, CT scanner is one of the very important diagnostic tool. And without it, sometimes we are not able to undertake the patient for surgery. One of the newer services that we have started at the hospital is the cancer care. And for cancer care, from diagnosis to the treatment and follow-up at every step, CT scan has been very helpful, and we've been able to provide a comprehensive care for the patient without having to refer them to any other centers just for this service. Apart from that, we also have the endoscopy, colonoscopy services, and any lesions that are found, any doubtful findings that are found in this investigation, we again go for CT scan, and it has really widened our horizon of diagnosing wide range of services. In the next slide, we'll see that apart from surgical surgery, we have orthopedics and OB/GYN services also that have hugely benefited from the CT scan service. Our hospital lies close to a highway, and road traffic accidents are very common at our hospital. So when patients come with road traffic accidents, when we didn't have a CT scan, there was only so much we could do for them with x-ray, and that wouldn't show a lot of thing, especially if we are suspecting head injury or intra-articular traumas, then we would have to refer the patient to some other places. And now with the CT scanner, we are able to diagnose, we are able to give complete care for all range of orthopedic surgeries at our hospital, as well as for OB, obstetric and gynecological services. With the high volume in this particular department, we are able to make a huge, wide range of varieties of diagnosis and treat the patient at our center itself. In the next slide, we'll see the ENT services, ophthalmology and dental services. ENT has a very limited access to see what's going on inside the head and inside the structures they want to see. So for ENT, it has been very handy. With the CT scan, they are able to make diagnosis, and we are able to introduce new surgeries at the hospital at present. We have ophthalmology and various surgeries that our ophthalmologist undertakes. And for dental surgery, as I mentioned earlier, the road traffic accidents also come with lots of face trauma, which we are not able to diagnose just with an x-ray, and we would have to refer all these patients to other centers, not able to provide them the complete care. So these are the services that have benefited at the hospital. And in the next slide, we'll see the capabilities of the x-ray, the CT scan. We can see that it can do the CT scan of the head, of the lungs, and as you can see, that it also has a reconstruction. So you can see it's almost like you've dissected the body and able to see it with naked eyes, and it's not through a scanner that you're seeing it. It can do the abdomen, the limbs, as well as this particular CT scan is very good in doing angiogram, meaning all the blood vessels and other structures can be reconstructed in such a way that it almost looks like you are able to see the actual organ. There are from the orthopedics, we can see, as you can see in the picture, it's almost like the bone is out and it's in your hand and you're able to see it. It's not, doesn't even appear like a CT scan. With all the advanced technology and all the reconstruction that it does, we are able to make a huge, wide diagnosis for many conditions that they present with. And in the next slide, we'll see the special capabilities apart from the normal service that it can give. This particular CT scan that we have has a special capability, and one of it is automated KB selection, which is that it minimizes radiation while maintaining the diagnostic quality. So the conventional CT scan would give a fixed amount of radiation and have a standard result, but this particular customizes the radiation so that the clients are not exposed to high radiation, but we do not compromise on the quality of the image. The other special capability in the next slide we'll see is called the zero-click workflow. The automated the feature in this helps us to subtract the bone. As you can see in this picture, there are no bones and only the structures that we are focusing on. So we don't have to do it manually and doesn't consume time, but then just with one click you are able to remove all the bones and you can see the structures you want to see just in one click. That saves time and it increases the accuracy. Apart from that, it has few other features called the multi-planar reconstruction and maximum intensity projection. So just with one click, we are able to focus on a particular structure. Just with one click, we are able to find the blood vessels or aneurysms or blockage, which may not be able to be seen in the other older conventional CT scans. So this CT scan comes with this special feature. And the other is AIDR 3D, which is the adaptive iterative dose reduction. Again, that works on the decreased dose, improve quality of the image. So basically, this CT scan is designed in such a way that the patient is not exposed to too much radiation, but at the same time, not compromising on the quality of the patient. And the third very special feature of the CT scan in the next slide we'll see is called CMAR, which is the single energy metal artifact reduction. So many patients who come to do the CT scan sometimes come with metals that's in their bodies that cannot be removed during the CT scan. Like we can see in the first image, there's a metal on the hip that is disturbing the image around it, and you can see it's all black around it. But then in the second image with our CT scanner, the metal is not disrupting the image, and there's no noise, as we call it, but the image is very clear, and you can see all the structures even around the metal. So these are the special features that the CT scanner comes with, and we'll see where it will take the hospital in the future. In the next slide, we'll see where the CT scan will take it to the future. Of course, as you have seen now, that there are lots of services that we are already running at the hospital will benefit from it, as well as it will help us to retain the patient at the hospital, as we serve a large area of population, and when they come to our hospital, they don't like being referred to other places. But apart from that, since we are introducing cancer and chemotherapy, it will strengthen our department, but it will also help us to diagnose, make new diagnoses. Especially, I see it being very helpful in neurology cases where patients present with stroke and we don't have time. Each time kills the brain cells. So we are not only able to make a diagnosis of stroke, but we are able to give medication to melt the clot for thrombolysis right at our center, make an intervention, improve the survival of the brain cells, and hope that the patient doesn't have complications like paralysis and disabilities in the future. So all these will be able to be done right at our center. So we are really excited about all these added services at our hospital. In the next slide, I'll just give an overview of what we've achieved till date. So this was the slide that I prepared about a week ago. Until today, it's been about 3 months. We've done almost 510 CT scans. So that's a good number of CT scans we've already achieved. As you can see, per month, it's about 170 to 80 that we are doing, and the number will keep on increasing. I'm pretty positive about it. If you look at the slide, the majority of our CT scans is of the head. The large blue section is the head CT scan, followed by the abdomen, chest, and the smaller slide is the green slice is of the other CT scan that we are doing. So with head CT scan, especially with the road traffic accidents, strokes, and many other conditions that we are able to diagnose right at our center and provide care to them right here. And we've already seen the difference and the impact the CT scan has made to the community around us. The added services with CT scan in the next slide will show us that, like I mentioned earlier, especially impacting the cancer care, strengthening this care, as well as, next slide please, the cardiac and the neurology services that we'll be giving, as this CT scan has a special feature for us to be able to look at the arteries in the heart, which are pretty small structures and not seen by all the CT scanners. So we are really excited about all these added services, as well as we'll be able to do lots of procedures, take biopsy from difficult places, lungs and other structures right here at our center to improve the diagnosis and accuracy of our care and diagnosis that we give to the patient. In the next slide, we'll see the effect of the CT scan in the community. Of course, whatever service we are giving, it will go to the community. The hospital was established in 1960, and we celebrated our 65th anniversary this year. And we are so excited. After 65 years, we finally have the CT scanner. The Banepa, which is the town where our hospital is located, it contains, the Banepa has a population of about 150,000. We'll be serving these people as well as 6 other districts that surround our hospital, as there are no big hospitals in the districts around us. As we go to the east until the China border and down to the south east towards the Indian border, this is sometimes one of the first stops for the patient as they come towards town and for added services. So in all, we'll be serving almost 1.4 million people with our CT scanner. So we are very much grateful, and on behalf of the hospital and all the staff here, the community, as well as the entire country, I want to thank all the people who came together to make this a dream come true for us, to be able to provide CT scan at an affordable price as we continue providing compassionate care to those around us. Thank you and namaste.
Let me now invite Dr. Hector Ayares, the CEO of Shear Memorial Adventist Hospital, to join us and add some comments. Thank you.
Namaste and happy evening to those who are in Nepal, and happy morning to those who are in the other side of the world, mostly in the United States. I am Dr. Hector Ayares Jr. I'm the CEO of Shear Memorial Adventist Hospital, as well as I'm happy to be with my Rotary family. I'm past president of the Rotary Club of Bacolod way back in 2016. The magic of Rotary collaboration and a celebration with our partners in service is a program that I'm so happy that Sandra has organized, because this gives us an opportunity to express our gratefulness and gratitude to our partners. In the next slide, you will see that Shear Memorial Adventist Hospital is a 150-bed general hospital at the hilly region of Nepal, east of Kathmandu City. Next slide. Driven by a mission to provide compassionate, patient-centered care of international standards to all patients, regardless of their ability to pay, it has served the people of Nepal, especially those who are indigent and less fortunate in life, in the last 65 years. Inspired by a vision that Shear Memorial Adventist Hospital be a premier healthcare institution in Nepal, where patients feel loved, find holistic care and healing, we strive to improve our facilities and services. Through the support of the Rotary Foundation and the funding partners, the hospital was able to have a CT scan installed for the very first time. The Canon Aquilon Lightning 160 slice CT scan has just been described by Dr. Angela with all its features. And this critical piece of equipment is vital in both the diagnostic and therapeutic regimen employed for various indications and diseases. This will make the hospital be able to do more, serve more, and make a greater impact to the community we serve. In the next slide, in our intentional efforts to let patients feel loved and have a pleasant experience, the workers of the hospital, SMAH, thought it wise that to aesthetically enhance the ambience of the CT scan gantry room. Put familiar surroundings like the hills, the mountains, and you can see up in the ceiling the sky, so as to calm the anxieties of patient undergoing the procedure. So in the next slide, in behalf of the men and women of Shear Memorial Adventist Hospitals, our beneficiary and communities that we serve, please accept our grateful appreciation and utmost gratitude for the support and financial assistance that you have afforded us through this CT scan project. As such, please allow me to make mention of each of you. The Rotary Foundation, and I'll read this first certificate, for their generous support and benevolent donation to make the CT scan project a reality in Shear Memorial Adventist Hospital through the Rotary Foundation Global Grant, as numbered and signed by yours truly. Likewise, the same certificate, we want to thank the Rotary Club of Bonita Beach Sunset. The same certificate, also we want to thank the Rotary Club of Copondol, both of which are our primary Rotary clubs in this project. The next club that we want to thank is the Rotary Club of Cavre Banepa. The local club we have here, where, as Sandra had said, a lot of Rotarians are with us in the hospital, and also our leaders in the hospital. The next club we want to thank is the Eco-Friendly District 690 Club. The next, we will want to thank the Rotary Club of Littleton from Denver, Colorado. The next will be the Rotary Club of Miami Airport, still in Florida. Next will be the Rotary Club of Salt Lake City. And I just don't only want to thank them for their contribution to this project, but I also want to recognize this club as working again with us on another project for the hospital. And for that, we are truly grateful. The next, we want to thank the various Rotary International District. Let me mention the first here, District 6890, District Rotary International District 6920, Rotary International District 6930. The next, Rotary International District 6940, followed by Rotary International District 6950. Then, Rotary International District 6960, Rotary International District 6980, and Rotary International District 6990. Likewise, we want to thank our non-Rotarian funding partners who have been a great partner with us in this project. We want to thank, represented by Advent Health by Monty Jacobs a while ago. We want to thank the Advent Health President's Council. We want to thank the Advent Health Rocky Mountain Region, whose CEO actually also serves as the chairman of the board of the Shear Memorial Medical and Educational Trust. We are gratefully happy for the participation and the support of Adventist Health International and Loma Linda University Health. Also, the Washington Nepal Health Foundation, and the last but not the least, the Winifred Stevens Foundation. Thank you so much, our partners, and we are so grateful for your generosity and for your loving support to us, that we will be able to fulfill our mission and achieve our vision as we continue to serve the people of Nepal, and not only serve them, but serve them with care and love as our inspiring vision will have. Thank you so much, and namaste, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Gayaris. And now I'd like to welcome past Governor Rajendra to speak. Rajendra was the governor during the majority of this project, and I appreciate his support. Governor?
Oh, thank you, Sandra. Good evening, good morning, and I would say greetings to all of you from RI District 3292, Nepal and Bhutan. I'm so happy to see our President, Stephanie Ochik, so relaxed. During her term, I could see, she was quite, tense. But now I see she's much relaxed. And I'm happy that we've been able to give the CT scan to Shear Memorial Advent Hospital. And it is one of the largest global grant that we've done in the year 2024-25. And this has become truly magical, because the hospital is 60 years old and it has never turned down a sick person from the hospital, even if he or she cannot pay. So thank you, Shear Memorial Hospital, for taking care of the patients. We really need good hospitals that can help the poor people. And I think you've done a wonderful job of taking care of this. And we look forward to having more global grants for you in the coming days. And the care, the dedication is thanks to Dr. Hector and his team for the dedication in serving the people of Nepal and for serving the people who are sick and who really need treatment. I think this is one of the most wonderful projects we have done, providing a CT scan to the hospital. And I'm sure in the future, we'll be able to help whatever we can to further the needs of the Shared Memorial Hospital. So thank you, Sandra, and thank you everyone for helping. We've had almost 9 districts participating in this Globe grant. And I'm sure in the future, we also look to many more districts participating and helping our hospital and Globe grants. Thank you, and all the best to everyone. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you very much, Governor. And now I'd like to invite the immediate past president of the Rotary Club of Kopendal, Lochan. Please join us. And I love the photo that was shown. It was so great to meet you and to participate in the installation there. Please.
Yeah, thank you,
share your
Sandra.
comments.
Thank you. It's very nice photo of you and me. So I'm very much happy to be here in this meeting, and I can see all the leaders, all the Rotarian friends from all the international clubs. So thank you for having me, Sandra. So briefly, I would like to say that as our PDG just said, we are very much privileged, and we are really honored to host, to do this project with you. So for RCK, it is one of the biggest project in our history, actually. In 20, we are now 25 years old club, and I'm really proud to say that this is the biggest project so far we have done. So thank you for making it possible, and we are really honored. And as our BTG said, it's also biggest project in district also. So thank you all. So who have made possible, like our partner club like RC Baneba and Rotary Foundation for all the support we have we get from you. So thank you so much, and it's been very much privileged. Thank you, Sandra, for having me.
Thanks so much, Lochan, for your comments. And now I'd like to introduce and ask Dr. Sandesh Maski to provide some comments from the Washington Nepal Health Foundation. Dr. Maski? I know he's here.
Sandra, I think he's not here. I think
Okay. He was just a moment ago, so perhaps something happened with his Zoom. Let's move on then. And I'd like to ask Dr. Richard Hart to speak. He's the president of Loma Linda University Health, and we're truly privileged to have you here with us, Dr. Hart.
Thank you, Sandra. I want to take this group back 74 years, back to 1951, when a group of young people started medical school at Loma Linda in 1951. As they got acquainted, they looked around the class and saw quite a few of the guys were quite tall, and later discovered they had a common interest in volleyball. And now Loma Linda is a health science place. It doesn't really have competitive sports programs, but these guys became very good, decided to go into the national volleyball tournaments, and became ranked number 2 in the country in volleyball by the time they graduated from medical school in 1955. One of those volleyball team members was a fellow by the name of Stanley Sturgis. And after he graduated, did his internship, decided to follow his family. His father, his brother, older brother Hubert was a missionary. His sister Elizabeth married a fellow by the name of Bill Taylor, a doctor from South Africa that started a hospital in Tanzania. And so Dr. Sturgis followed the church's urging and went to Kathmandu, Nepal, which had recently opened up for foreigners to become involved once again. They planned to start a clinic in Kathmandu, but this guy discovered there was another mission clinic there already, and on the urging of the king, decided to go to Banapa. And when they moved there, they were able to live with a local family, rented a one-room clinic, had the cattle wandering in and out, but started seeing patients. And over the next several years, the patient volume grew. By 1959, they were given a donation of $25,000 from Clifford Shear in honor of his parents and built a 30-bed hospital, and it kept growing. Then 32 beds, then 50 beds, and now what you see, a 150-bed hospital, Shear Memorial Adventist Hospital. What a legacy that has been. It's been Loma Linda's privilege through the years to have students and others rotate there many different times. My own brother did a rotation there as a medical student years ago. So it's become an integral part of Loma Linda's history and more recently of Adventist Health International. So when this opportunity came for us to partner with the Rotary International and the various clubs, it was only natural. We've done that before. We recently obtained a new Massey Ferguson tractor from Mwami Hospital in Northeast Zambia with Rotary to start their agricultural program at the hospital. So it's been a delight to watch this project come together. Bring in Winifred Stevens Foundation. Adventist Health International has about 70 hospitals now around the world that we work with. And I am sad to say we've probably got half a dozen CT scans out there, and maybe 2 of them work. Keeping a CT scan going with power surges in developing countries is not easy. So I was delighted to watch all the preparation that had gone into this one with the genset, with all the other things that are there to make sure that we maintain the quality of the CT scan. So it's my privilege today on behalf of Loma Linda and Adventist Health International to congratulate Dr. Guyres, a friend, Angela Basnet, Tara, and the group there in Nepal, the Rotary International, all the different clubs for what an incredible benefit this is bringing to the people of Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hart. I truly appreciate your words and appreciate working together with you. And now I'd like to introduce Kelsey Sola, past district governor from the 24-25 Rotary year for District 6960. And Kelsey is a very strong leader, but I do have to tell you, I am particularly passionate about Kelsey's leadership. And much of it is because she happens to be my daughter. So we share a legacy in Rotary that is truly very special. Kelsey, please provide our closing comments.
Thank you. It's always exciting to do projects with my mother. Rotary is something that gives us the ability to work together with our family and also work together with our friends that are practically family. So I appreciate that. As we close today, I really want to thank each of you for being a part of something truly meaningful. I leave this gathering feeling absolutely inspired, not only by the passion that I see on this Zoom, but by the tangible impact that we are making in this world. This CT scan project in Nepal is a shining example of the impact that we can make by working together. What an incredible reminder of Rotary's reach and purpose. This isn't just a piece of medical equipment, it's actually access, it's early detection, and it's hope. It's a direct result of Rotarians and partners coming together across districts and across borders to meet a very real and very urgent need. This kind of large-scale life-saving service doesn't happen without vision, collaboration, and deep generosity. So to each of you on this call, whether you served or supported or donated, behind the scenes, everything, thank you. Let's continue to lead with heart, work together, and keep delivering impact that truly changes lives. It has been an honor to share this time with all of you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kelsey. And as we wrap up this very inspiring session, I want to give my heartfelt thanks to everyone who made today so meaningful. To our speakers, thank you for sharing your passion and your insight. To our donors and our participants, your generosity and engagement are what turns ideas into impact. You're the reason that lives are changed and hope is delivered around the world. We don't just take this lightly. Thank you for believing in this work and being a part of it. And finally, to my Global Grant Dream Team, what a joy it is to work with each and every one of you, all the talented and committed partners. You are truly the best. With gratitude, I now close the virtual celebration and I say namaste. Thank you so very much.